Hey guys, I'm back with the last but one episode of this series of IPL 2021 releases per all franchises. Today we will talk about last year's runner-ups, Delhi Capitals. Delhi is a team that has been growing very well under the leadership of Shreyas Iyer and the coaching and mentorship of Ricky Ponting. They have a very solid team which they are working with. They have exceptional players in Kagiso Rabada, Rishabh Pant, Shreyas Iyer himself, Shikhar Dhawan, veteran Indian batsman. He's been doing really well. He was an asset for them last season and he was one of the key reasons why they reached the finals. Also, they have in their ranks some good spin bowlers. Akshar Patel was doing really well and they've been playing well with their combinations. They want to grow now even more. They want an IPL title to their name and they have made few releases from last year. Some of the players who actually were not getting too many chances and a couple of tested players who are established in the international arena, who are known for their big hitting but hasn't really been performing to the maximum potential as it was expected by the Delhi Daredevils. So starting off, let me first talk about an Indian fast bowler that they released, Mohit Sharma. Mohit Sharma is an experienced IPL campaigner. He's played for India as well. He's very good at the death overs. He has nice slower balls and variations that he works with. He's not been at his strongest potential in the last couple of years, but I think he still has a lot in him. He's been doing really well in Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy as well. He's been captaining Haryana and they are at the top of the table. Mohit Sharma has been released by Delhi, but I think there's a high chance that he should get picked up by some team. Maybe Chennai will go for him again potentially. The age factor obviously is not working very well against him, but the experience that he brings in of IPL from his previous seasons and his capability to get wickets is going to help, and he's in good form, so that form also should add up to his potential. Someone like a RCB potentially can bid for him as well, I feel, as a good mentor for some of the young fast bowlers that they have, because they'll not have the services of Dale Steyn this year as he marked himself unavailable. So I think I see these two as potential landing spots for Mohit Sharma. The second player that got released is West Indies all-rounder Keemo Paul. Keemo Paul featured in some games a couple of IPLs back, but after that he's been in the outskirts. He's not really had the chance of being in the playing 11 a lot. Shimron Hetmyer came into the Delhi Capitals fold and he has been taking one slot of the overseas players. Kagiso Rabada cannot be taken out of the game. And Rich Northstays really did well. So the number of slots that are open for overseas has been going down, and that's the reason why Keemo Paul hasn't had too many matches. He's a capable player. He's been having average outings with the West Indies team and in the CPL. Getting a chance again with another IPL team is something that I find a little difficult for him this year, because it's the mini auction. Maybe the year after in the mega auction there's a chance that he may get through and find a place in some IPL 11 or the squad at least. But this year I think unfortunately it won't be a good sign for Keemo Paul. I don't see him getting picked this year. The next player who got released is English opener Jason Roy. Jason Roy is a hard-hitting batsman. He can score big centuries. He can hit big sixes. He is an opening prospect that a lot of the teams will have an eye on. I have a feeling that someone like Rajasthan may think about Jason Roy. I think he's very capable and they may go for him. There's already a lot of English players in there. He could be their backup opener. And then other teams, I think even Chennai could have a potential bid for Jason Roy, because they won't have the services of Shane Watson and they're looking for a hard-hitting opening batsman. So Jason Roy is going to be an intriguing prospect for this IPL, I feel. The next player is the mystery spinner from Nepal, the only person who got picked for the IPL, Sandeep Lamichhane. He's been having a really good outing in a bunch of different leagues across the world. PSL, Caribbean Premier League. He's played in the Big Bash League as well and been successful. Unfortunately, the Delhi Capital setup is such that they already have a few Indian spinners and he didn't get any chances in the playing 11. But I think he's someone who can easily fit into the 11 of some of the other teams in the IPL. Kolkata Knight Riders already have a mystery spinner, so they may not go for him. But I think he is a good fit for some of the other teams. Maybe a Kings 11 Punjab who released Mujib can go for him, or even someone like a Rajasthan Royals who's looking for a good spin bowling person in the team. I would hope that Sandeep gets picked because he's a very good prospect. He's young, he learns a lot, he is a joy in the dressing room is what I hear from some of the other teams that he's played for. So wishing him all the best, and hopefully he gets picked. The next player who got released was wicketkeeper batsman from Australia, Alex Carey. Alex Carey got a couple of games. He wasn't super successful. He came down the order as a finisher. I don't think that role is something that fits him very well. He's more of a player who can graft his innings and play through the innings for any franchise, like a number 3-4 maybe. Do the franchises have a need for an overseas wicketkeeper? That's an open question, and that's why I have a feeling he may not get picked. But there's one chance that Delhi Capitals may still go for him, because Delhi Capitals do not have a backup wicketkeeper at all. The only keeper in their squad right now is Rishabh Pant. So unless they find a good wicketkeeper backup in the auction from other players, they may go for him. And also he just scored a century in the Big Bash League, and that may add to his advantage in the auction. So that is Alex Carey for you. And the last person who got released was Tushar Deshpande. He's a quick from Mumbai. He played 3 or 4 games. He took some early wickets at the innings, but he was someone who was seen as a outstanding fast bowler, but he may not have lived up to the potential of what Delhi Daredevils were. Delhi Capitals, I must say, sorry, Delhi Daredevils is their old name and I still have it in my mind. But yeah, Delhi Capitals I think do not see a strong future in Tushar Deshpande from the initial performances that have happened. He is a good young fast bowler, good prospect, and I hope some of the teams can get him in the squad as a backup at least, so that he can play with some of these legendary players from the game and learn from them in the dressing room. I think he has it in him to be a successful player in the IPL, just that he needs to get those chances. I hope someone like a Kings 11 bids for him, and then he can be under the coaching of Anil Kumble and get to learn a lot. And Kings 11 are in need of a good fast bowler anyway. So I think that is another team that would potentially bid for Tushar Deshpande. So those were the releases from Delhi Capitals. They are a very good team still, even after these 6 releases that they did this year. They have a squad that I think is still capable of coming to the playoffs and then going the whole distance and winning the IPL, lifting the IPL. Kagiso Rabada's fitness is going to be key for them, because he hasn't really been playing too much cricket because he's injured. He's not in the South Africa setup due to his injuries. Nortje is playing a lot of cricket. He actually even got a test debut recently. He is a great player for them, and I think he's going to be a strong contender in the IPL's mega auction year after. If Delhi Capitals decide to release him, he may get a lot of money and a lot of interest. So right now I think Delhi Capitals is a pretty well settled team. The leadership is very well settled. Everybody understands their roles. They have young dynamic players. Prithvi Shaw didn't have a great IPL and they still made it to the finals, and if Prithvi Shaw can fire, that will be even beneficial for Delhi Capitals. So comment and tell me, what do you think Delhi Capitals should do? Is there a keeper in mind that you think they should go for as a backup keeper, or do you think they should bring back Alex Carey? Is there any other all-rounder you think Delhi Capitals should target? They already have a good all-rounder in their setup, but do you think they need more? Let me know in your comments what you think, and let me know what you think about some of the players that they released. Will they go into a particular franchise or will they get unsold? Thank you so much for watching. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, share it with your Delhi Capital friends and fans, and then I'll come back next time with my analysis on Sunrisers Hyderabad. Hyderabad is a stable team as well. They haven't made too many releases either, but they didn't really have a super successful IPL last time. they will want to improve from their performances. They had some injury concerns as well, but we'll see what happens. But I'll bring you all the releases and the details on what happened with Sunrisers decisions. So stay tuned for that last episode, and until then, thank you so much for watching.